Hey everyone, so this is the second stream. I'm starting a little bit early, so I'm going to try and edit it after the fact, but if you are watching this, you probably want to hop forward at least a good 10 minutes before we're going to start Lift Your Spirits. I just had to get the link up and running, so we had some tech issues because I'm here at Amanda's apartment. So let's go into this, copy. Okay, I'm going to start the other one so that yeah, this works.
I mean, you usually get them pretty quick, but...
Hey everyone, welcome. That was super fast that you came on over. So yeah, I'm at Amanda's condo. We've been working on some top secret things. So I wanted to make sure that you all could come on over. So I'm gonna sit on the other stream as well and make sure everyone knows. And then I will also of course log into this one. I'm gonna open this one on my laptop with mute on so you don't hear me over and over. And I can also of course see all of your comments. So just give me 1 second to get that going. There we go. So hi everyone, happy Monday, happy Lift Your Spirits Day. I'm gonna put this over here. This is something I still didn't show Amanda, so I'll keep that out. How is everyone today? How is your Monday? I hope you're having a great evening. I see Lee is here, Melody, Christine, Paula, Gina, Kim, Peggy, Laura, Sandy, Denise, Bernice. Hey Bethany, Michelle, Linda, Renee, Beverly's here, Kathy, Sharon, Michelle is here, Olivia's here. Hey everyone, how are you all? We are doing really well. Hi Eileen. So yeah, so we are here and I have 4 amazing cards that we're gonna make tonight. And of course we have some specials for you. Plus I get to show you what's going to be in next month's Lift Your Spirits. And it's a little bit different because I'm on my phone, so I'm going to have to switch it in a second to be top down. Hey, oh, Margaret in New Zealand, welcome. A couple of people we have, Paula here as well, is from New Zealand as well. Gina says Christine says it's been a heck of a Monday. She's glad it's winding down. Yep, I think we can all agree it's definitely busy now. Kids are off school and everything else. I'm just grabbing all my things because I'm not in my usual spot. Hopefully I packaged everything we needed. Potentially I did. Sandy says, I have a new friend joining just to make sure she sees the new ink. Awesome, Sandy. Welcome, everyone. There you go, Auckland. Durin, hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We don't need this one. So I'm just making sure I got everything out and ready to go. And I got some fun things to share with you and show you and like all sorts of things tonight. So lots of things. We're going to be showing you the latest, or actually I need to bring that up on my screen too, what the subscriptions will be this month. So they will be available to you as well. Making sure that's on there so I can share with that. I'll be showing you those first because then we can dive straight into the rest of the evening. So we are opening a little bit early, so I'm gonna give it a few minutes for everyone to make sure they join in and that they see the previous link. I'm just gonna go over there and make sure that everyone's checking as well. A few people over there still. We go. Elizabeth says she's just back from oral surgery. Thank you for the description. Absolutely, Elizabeth. I am having some dental work done on Wednesday, so I definitely won't be talking to anyone that day. I'll just be a slobbering mess, I should think, by the time they numb me up and everything else. So I'm looking forward to getting it done though. So here. Amanda's here as well. She's on the other side. You just can't see her.
Hi, everybody.
Doreen says she has hum done a couple of weeks ago. Hey, Carrie. Hope you're well. Where did I get my earrings? They are Kate Spade. They're little flower hoops. You can't get them on Kate Spade anymore, but if you Google Kate Spade flower hoops, I did find, because someone else wanted them the other day, they had them on Macari, or is that how you say it? Macari? Mecari?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Mecari, I think it was. But they had them still, and they were brand new, and I directed them there. Hey Connie, welcome, good evening. I hope you're all having a fab Monday. So as I say, I am not in my usual surroundings, as you can probably tell from what's behind me. I'm just also checking in on the other stream to make sure everyone is seeing that they should move on over. Wednesday is summer camp, Beverly. Yes, we are doing background stamps. Actually, I think I have one of the cards we're making here. Let me see. So we'll be making, this is one of the background cards. I'm going to show you how to make at camp. So super excited to see how everyone uses it. Who here is coming to camp? There's a great question. How many of you are coming to camp as well? Kim says she just got back home at AC. Got back home. Her mum's AC went out. It's all fixed and running now. Woohoo! Thank goodness for that. So Maureen's here. Denise just arrived. Hey everyone. Sandy's at camp. Paula's at camp. Vicky, Kathy, Maureen. So many people going. Awesome. So many of you coming to camp. This week is background stamps. If you missed out on camp, registrations close at noon on Wednesday. We left it open for a little bit longer because so many people did the first or heard about the first session and wanted to join. So we do have a few seats that we opened up. No more boxes, no more stamp survival boxes, but you can sign up for camp if you want to till Wednesday. So lots of you coming to camp. I can't wait. We're doing 4 awesome things with background stamps. I do have them all designed. I just happened to throw this one in. I didn't mean to because I threw it in with the Lift Your Spirit stuff when I packed it up to bring it here as well. So I have that. Yep, if you are missing it, so if you want to come to camp or you are at camp or whatever it is, if you miss it, you can still catch up anytime you like. Absolutely, you can catch up. You get, lifetime access to all the classes. So you can watch it again, you can watch it live, watch it recorded, all those kinds of things. Welcome, Brenda. Brenda just joined our perks program. Thank you so much, Brenda. We're so happy to have you here. You get some extra little benefits, you get some savings and things like that. You get a special Facebook group, and also it just helps us as creators to maintain the channel. So welcome. Lots of you coming to camp. Awesome. I cannot wait to see you there. So let's dive in first of all, because I want to show you a couple of things on my computer screen and I don't have everything here like I normally have it set up in my studio. So one thing we always do at Lift Your Spirits is we reveal the auto ships that are coming up this month. So auto ships will start shipping out to you next week, just depending on what you have. If you have the inks and the re-inkers, they will be shipping out to you. Simple sayings, and we just have to wait for our silhouettes to come in. So there are 3, I guess 4 auto ship options, but 3 kind of main ones. The first one is we will send you the 3 brand new ink pads every single month, which is so cool. So what you do is the 3 colors for this month I'm so excited about. I'm going to share them with you right now. So color number 1 is roller skates. So this is the color. I'm going to put it on paper in a minute. It's super bright. It's part of our neon series. So it's going to come with a clear lid just like this. But it's going to be the roller skate. So it's a neon red because our theme for our release at the end of the month is Christmas in July. So we wanted to do fun colors. So we're doing kind of traditional, non-traditional. So it's a bright neon red. You're also going to get pop art, which is a funny story behind pop art. And again, it's a neon teal. So it's going to have that clear lid, but it's going to be in that neon teal color. So you've got the red and the green, but kind of a more modern red and green. So we've really tried to do something fun with that. And then the most excited, and I don't know if Alicia Johnson's here yet, but if she is, she'll be the most excited about this one. That is our Remarkable ink in Fog. So It kind of looks like this. It's a light gray. I'll show them to you. I'm going to be using them tonight. But it's in our Remarkable formula. So you know that black that we have, that's that super beautiful carbon black. It's super crisp. It's instantly alcohol marker friendly. But your fog is the same, but it's a lovely light gray, just like this. And the wonderful thing about it is that you can use it for no line coloring as well. So I love this gray. I'm not a big grays person, but this is an awesome, awesome pad. So I'm so excited. So they're your 3. You can also subscribe to get all of the re-inkers. Hopefully Bethany or Amanda can drop the auto ship link down there for you as well. And so that's option number 1 for our auto ship this month, and perfect colors for doing Christmas in July. Next up, we have our auto ship on Simple Sayings. So if you've seen our Simple Sayings, I don't have any here with me, but they are pre-printed sentiments. You get 3 sheets on 110 pound cardstock pre-printed. You have the first sheet, which is half and half. It's black and white or white on black. You get both. And they are printed like in a nice serif font. They're a good size to use, you know, just as like a sentiment like this. And then your second sheets are the same sentiments, but they have, you know, like pretty graphics with them, or ways you can, you know, use them for a centerpiece of a card or on the inside of a card too. They're foilable, inkable, or use them as black and white. That's the perfect thing. And this month's themes are brothers and sisters, siblings. There is, Amanda, I need help. What was it? Punny Christmas. And I can't remember the third one. Bethany's here. She'll have to let us know what the third one was. Totally had a brain blank on it. Of course, normally I'd look at my phone, but I'm live on my phone, so that's not going to work either. Summer Fun. There you go. Summer Fun was the other one. So you have Summer Fun, Siblings, and Punny Christmas. They're really, really fun. I can't wait to release those. So that's your second auto ship. And again, they just get sent to you. Oh, plus, if you do the auto ship, you get 1 sheet of blank canvas included and a sheet of foil. So you can see all of those things as well. So there's another thing. Finally, I wanted to show you, because I have to do this on my computer screen, is, let me find the window I need. Oh, why can't I find it? You open it back up again. So, you know those wonderful silhouettes, let's get rid of that notification, whoops. Those wonderful silhouettes we have on you know, Dear to Me and all of those. Well, this is the next one. So, it's called Cabin in the Woods. This is what it looks like. So you're going to get a silhouette stamp that's slimline sized. It has, obviously you can see all the detail that will be black, and then it has a coordinating stencil. So you can stencil in all of this negative area as well to create scenes. And think, how well is that going to go with your marshmallow paste and those kinds of things? It's going to look amazing. I can't wait for you all to try it as well. What are the requirements for laminator to foil with? Any laminator. I really like the Amazon Basics. It's super inexpensive. It has a 5mm setting, which means it goes really nice and hot. That's my personal preference. Some people swear by the Mink. Some people swear by the Royal Langdon. Like, whatever works for you. I'm absolutely, like, you know, I always say that crafting tools are totally a personal preference deal. So you know, you can work out what works for you. So those auto ships are available now. I saw Bethany had started to put some links in there, and you can go sign up for those. And the auto ship first. Like things like the flamingos we did last month, they are not even available yet because so many people signed up for the subscription. So be sure to grab your subscription as well. If you are on a phone, you need to hit the live chat button underneath. I have the option to turn it on or off. It's like a little speech bubble. You want to make sure you do that as well. I need that cabin for our first summer camp assignment. Yep, absolutely. It's a really, really fun stamp. So let's turn down to top down and you can see what we're going to create tonight. So this is, okay, I'm going to make this work somehow. I said Amazon Basics was the one that I use. But you can use the Ink, the Royal Langdon, like, you know, whatever else you prefer. But I like the Amazon Basics. It comes in an 8.5 by 11 size, and it also comes in a 12 by 12 size. So if you like doing scrapbook pages and stuff like that, you can get that one as well. What setting do I use on the laminator? I use the 5mm setting. And when can you get Fog not on auto ship? It'll be released, Beverly, at the end of the month in our Christmas in July release. Any more Tutti Frutti stamp sets? Not yet. No, we don't have any other. Oh, do we actually have them back in stock? I don't know. Bethany's here. I'm pretty sure we have them. Maybe Bethany can turn them back on because I'm pretty sure they came in the other day. So let me know. I think Bethany's here too. So this is what we're going to be making tonight using your Lift Your Spirit stamp set. So this was the stamp set you had the option of purchasing. It is still available in the Maker Forte store. You can see here. So this was it. You have the lovely, beautiful dahlia, the words, all of these sentiments on here. And we're going to use lots of these elements in our card tonight. So you can see on here. So just giving you some ideas of different ways to create cards and how to use them and all those kinds of things as well. Jen says she loves my nails. Thank you. I just had them redone. It's basically like paint pouring or marbling for nails. It's so much fun to do. So you can see every single one is different. Like this one has cells in it. Like just all totally different, but really, really fun to do. Okay, Tutti Frutti is currently sold out. I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Bethany, you can go to the page and you can sign up for notifications for when it comes back in stock, so you get an email. I do believe you can do that. So here are the 4 cards we're going to make tonight. I'm going to start with this slimline one because it's a really quick and easy design, and I just love how it comes out. So simple, but so effective. So here I have my Misty, and I'm going to use a piece of the white pre-cut slimline bases, and you want to cut it down. So I have Amanda's trimmer here, so hopefully I get this right. So 3.5 is your finished size. You're going to cut it to 3 inches like this. Okay, I'm not very adept at doing this. Okay, there we go. 3 inches, and then it needs to be 8.5, so it's going to go down to 8. Okay, Amanda, I'm totally failing at this. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so you're going to go to 8 inches at the top here. And my view is obviously a little bit smaller than it usually is, so bear with me. So I've gone to 3 inches by 8 inches because our finished card will be 3.5 by 8.5. And you also, I'm going to use a piece of blue cardstock. This is actually our blue that's releasing at the end of the month. I can't remember what it's called, but it is such a pretty color and it's perfect for Christmas in July. We want it to be a 3-inch piece, 3.25 inch piece, sorry. So 3.25, and you're going to cut it down to 8.25 the other way. Okay. And then you would be able to mount this onto a card base once you're done, and it'll all mat together perfectly just like this. So put your stamp in, and we're going to be using this long dahlia, just like this. And I kind of just position it up, something like that. So you want to make sure it fits on the page so it looks like this afterwards. And I'm going to pick that up with my Misty lid. And we're going to ink this up with some Remarkable. So this is the Eclipse Black Remarkable, and I just showed you the fog that is coming out here as well. Hey, Debbie in Seattle. And ink up your stamp. And I didn't bring my smusher, so I'm going to just be a CPR stamper tonight. So there you go. Look how beautiful and perfect that is, just with an easy stamp out. And we'll put our stamp to the side for a second for cleaning. And then I'm going to take the Dahlia stamp, and I just positioned it in here like this. And it fills in just so perfectly. Do you see like how that just fills in there perfectly? I'm going to pick it up on my lid again. And I'm going to stamp it out with some Tiptree jam. It is pretty, just like this, absolutely. So stamp out with a little bit of Tiptree jam, and you can see just like that brings a little pop of color in. You don't need to do too much at all, and it just looks great. Like, I love how this card comes out so easy. And then for the sentiment, I use the Let It Be, and for that I stamp the Let It Be on my little offcut. So this is the offcut I had. Hey Lisa. So I stamp my little offcut, and the way I do that is I just pop it down like so, grab out my Let It Be, and I will be totally honest, I messed this up, and that is why there is a heart gem on mine, because I didn't quite get it positioned where I wanted it to be, which meant that I needed something to fill in the gaps, and that's what gems are perfect for, because if it's off center, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to stamp that out, and I'm just going to grab a piece of black here and cut myself a little strip to stick it on. Hey Nancy. I'm going for between 3/4 and an inch. I kind of just eyeball roughly where I want it. You can see. So then I would just layer this up and stick it on here like this, trim all the sides together, and then pop it onto your black piece, just like that. And on mine, as I said to you, so this is my finished one. So I actually ended up adding a little gem down here because I made a boo-boo, and like my Let It Be was a bit too far this way, so I love just adding the gem, and it looks perfect. Like, no one would ever know that that went wrong. And you could even do it this way and put your sentiment this way. So if you wanted the dahlia to be the focus, you could absolutely just do it like this as well. Do you see how that goes? Like, that looks awesome too. So you can do it both ways, just depending on how you want your card to look. So that's card number 1. Really simple, a great place to start. So if you haven't stamped that much before, this is a really great way to start off. Next up, let's do our spotlight stamp. I'm gonna have to hassle Amanda for some stamp cleaner or something to wipe our stamps off with, please, if you've got something. I'm gonna use a piece of white cardstock. I'm also going to use my circle spotlight. So that's this one here. And our stencil layering tool would be perfect for this, but it also works if you just do it inside your MISTI as well. So I'm going to use my MISTI tonight because I'm on limited supplies. And sometimes it's fun to create with limited supplies. Like, you don't have to have a whole stamp room full of stuff as well. And I'm going to add over the top the, I never remember the name of this one, Unbelievable. So this is the Unbelievable stencil. And I'm just going to put it over the top of my circle spotlight and put the magnet on top, just like this as well. And I'm going to grab out some lime wired ink. So here's the lime wired. And I remembered a blending brush, so we're all good to blend. So you're just going to blend your lime wired inside your circle like this. And I'm doing pretty pale. You can decide how vivid you want it to be. You could ombre it, so maybe you want to go super bright down here, like this. Sometimes I like having fun with this. And then like fade it. You can see now it kind of looks like it's fading as it goes up the circle. But play around, see what you think. It's your card. Make it however you want. Kind of like the fade I've got going on here. So like it's really strong at the bottom and then it's fading to super light at the top there. Isn't that pretty? Apparently Tilly has a surprise for everyone, so I can't wait to hear what it is. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to take my circle and try not to move it too much, and I'm going to put it back on here as well. So just to let you know, oh, Pam Corelli, Pam may notice, remember this, I got to keep this bit when I sent her Misty back, so I love the washi tape. So you see now, I only have that unbelievable where I had my spotlight, which I love doing this technique. So this is why I love these spotlight stencils, because you can stretch the stencils you already have so much further, and I love being able to do stuff like that. So there's a top tip for you. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my Dahlia stamp again, my beautiful Dahlia here, and position it however you want it inside of here. So I'm going to kind of go like that. And don't worry if it's off the page, that's fine too. I don't want it to stick to my spotlight too much. If it moves, it's not the end of the world. We're pretty good in there. And then we're going to use our fog. So this is the new color fog here. Hey Naomi. Hey Valencia. Yeah, let us know if you're new here. I want to make sure we give you a shout out and a warm welcome to Lift Your Spirits, of course. So now I'm going over here and I'm just going to stamp this out into my circle. So you see there, we just kind of have a light shadow. And now we don't really need a spotlight anymore. Look how cool that is. The way that you have the spotlight circle, the Dahlia, the unbelievable. Bethany, could you drop a link in for the spotlight circle and the unbelievable as well, in case anyone's looking for those stencils? I'm just going to put that on there for a second. And then I finished it off using the beautiful Cicero sentiment that's on here. So if you have a garden or library, you have everything you need. There you go. So I'm going to center that up. You could also offset it, you know, do it however you want. I like center. I have a thing about things being centered, so I'm going to do my best to center it up. And then again, I'm going to grab my Remarkable ink in black. So this is the Eclipse Black. Hi, Jen. Hey, Shirley, welcome. So I'm just making sure I stamp it out well. But look how crisp and clear that is. And there is your card. So I would then cut this down to 3 3/4 inches wide by 5 inches tall. And on this one, which is my finished one, you can see I mounted it on some black. So that's kind of how I just finished it up. Maybe you want to add a little gem in here for a little bit of something extra. You might want to add like a little flourish on the bottom there. But I just love that technique so much. Like, I just love it. So that's how our second card comes together. Now, before we move on to our third and fourth cards, I want to share with you some cool stuff. So let's start with that. I'm going to make sure that I'm not making too much mess here. So let's put this over here. All right, so every time at Lift Your Spirits, you get some exclusives. I wish you could see my face, but you can't right now. So every time at Lift Your Spirits, you get to preview some of our end of the month release and order it a little bit early as well. So let me show you some of the things that you have available to order tonight. There's also a bundle that includes everything, and it also includes your stamp set for next month as well. So that it works out to really great value. And I'll show you what next month's stamp set is too. Here is how you use this stencil. This was just a prototype that I made before I left. So yours will be a little bit different, but I'm going to show you. So it comes as a 6x6 stencil like this. And it's labeled step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. I made a boo-boo on the laser cutter. totally my fault. I put this in the wrong color, so it cut, it didn't engrave. Yours will be engraved step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But what you do is you put step 1 down on your cardstock, and it happens to fit perfectly in our square spotlight. Then you move to step 2, and it adds your step 2. And then you move to step 3, and it adds your step 3. And then you add your step 4, and it makes your step 4. And the great thing is with having that square spotlight is this corner always fits perfectly in that square spotlight. Here you can see I was playing around with like drawing stuff and all that kind of thing. Well, way, way easier to do it and turn it. So you build your 4 steps out. It fits in your spotlight circle perfectly. And that comes out. And that's from Mansi. I forget the name off the top of my head, but that is included in there as well. And you can order this right now. It's on the website. Jen, I just saw Jen's comment come out. Bethany will drop a link down there for you of where you can go get it, and of course where the bundle and everything is as well. Next up, we have this one. This is called, I think it's called Falling Cubes. Bethany will tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's called Falling Cubes. It is so much fun. Like, can you imagine like ombreing this, or glitter pasting it, or doing texture paste mixed with kaleidoscope powder? Like, how fun is that stencil? So you could have it going this way and tumbling down. You can have it this way and it kind of climbs up the page, or just use it as a fun background and do some ombre with it as well. I really, really love this. Fading Cubes, there you go, that's what it's called. I think it's so cool. I love this one. So that is included in your exclusive pre-release as well. Does it work with the other cube stencils? It does not. It has slightly different lines and geometries and things like that. So it doesn't work with your other ones. Yeah, that's that one. Okay, next up, I don't know what order to do these in. Let's do this one. This one's called Boho Arrows. Again, it's really fun. Look how cool this is. Look, let's swatch a little bit out. I have to do it in green. Oh no, I think I've done all my blending. Am I done with blending? Yeah, I'm done with blending, so I can use a different color. Let's just blend this out. Let's pick, what do we have here? Oh, you know what we've got? Is we have the Pop Art Re-Inker. So did you know if you have a re-inker and you don't have the pad, you can pop it down on your surface, pick up some of the ink. Look at that gorgeous color. You can just see it on the edge there. And now I'm going to blend in here. So if you're in a pinch or you want to try a color and you're not really sure, you can totally use the re-inker on your blending brushes too. But look how fun that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, I love the color too. So fun. I'm just making sure I pick lots of it up on here. So yeah, so that is Boho Arrows. So much fun as well. Mansi says those arrows are awesome for mark making. Yes, I bet they would be. So I guess we'll be using that as well during Mansi's class. How many of you have signed up for Let Loose? Tell us. If you're not, I can tell you all about it at the end as well. And then we have a couple of new things. So our new range is called Perfectly Pieced. And these are so fun. We didn't get a chance to play with them, and I didn't bring the samples that I had made down. But Marcy says, everyone raise your hands. Yes, absolutely. So can you, I don't know if I can get enough light through these so you can see. There you go. So you see here, so this is one stencil, and it's just got your centerpieces in it. And then you have this stencil in the middle that has these pieces, and then your outside stencil has these pieces. So it makes a quilt block, it's a carpenter block, but you could totally use this. Wouldn't this make just a cool edge and a snowflake, and then you spotlight something else in the middle? Or like this one here, you can see it makes a star. Again, you could spotlight and stamp something in here. So you could totally use these separately or use them together to make your quilt block. Ooh, sorry if everyone is rocking a little bit because I knocked it. So fun. And then the second one of these is called, I think, Aunt Rachel's Star. So I'm going to show you. And this is how this one comes together. So can you see, like, you've got the star in the middle. I'm going to show you all the layers. And then it has like this interlocking piece all the way around it. It's so cool. So you can see, like, that's stencil one. And then this is stencil 2, and this is stencil 3. So again, you'll be able to create so many different things with these, and you can use them separately or together, or you know, all those kinds of things. So that's so cool. So making sure that everyone's questions are answered. And then the final one that we have is a new spotlight. This was one that actually was Amanda's idea. So this is how the base piece comes, just like this. And then the other great part of this is you then get the circles. So if you just want to make a cool, I bet Marcy will love this one, that you can take this and like make art marks using this sketch circle. So I mean, I just love that stencil. And of course you got the centerpiece. So if you want to black out the center and just do a fun, you know, mark around something, you can totally do that. And then you also have this one here where you can see you've got the art mark pieces, this piece here, and then these lines down here. And the reason that we have these lines on here is because it does pair with another stencil, which I think Amanda has. I don't know where she put it. There is another stencil that seems to be missing from my set here. And it's a longer one, it's a stencil, and it has like ruler marks on it. And the reason is, this is your stamp set for next month. Sorry, I had it the wrong way up. I wish I could zoom out. Maybe I can go up just a smidgen. There we go. I can go up just a smidge so you can see it. So you can see here, you get the full alphabet in here as well. And this is the farmhouse font. And you can see like it's in the style of like a farmhousey, pretty font that you might recognize. We've kind of tried to style it in that kind of farmhouse way. So that's on there. And there is the option to get numbers as well. There are numbers coming. So the numbers will be out a little bit later, but the font is available right now. So you can get that as part of your bundle, you can get it separately. And next month, I'm gonna be showing you how to use alphabet stamps in your cards. And we'll be using both the add-on stencils. So we'll be using this stencil, and we'll be using the stencil that looks a little bit like a ruler, and it helps with perfectly placing these alphabet letters on there. So it'll be really great to use them all together. And the reason we let you have them as a pre-order this month is so that you can craft along with me next month.
How
So
tall are the letters?
how tall? I think they're about 2 inches. They fit on a slimline card, and they fit on a A2 card. So you can see they're perfectly sized to fit on the slimline, even when, you know, everything's cut down. So there's not a coupon code for this one, Maureen, but we do have this one. So because it's the Lift Your Spirit stamp set, it has 20% off. That's what we always do. So whatever stamp set we have for Lift Your Spirits, it has 20% off. So this one is available right now. Yeah, so they're around about the 2-inch tall. So you can see they fit perfectly on there. And then of course there's the numbers as well. So that being said, let's dive into our next card. And I don't actually need that. I don't know why I was getting that. Let's do this one next. So we're going to do this one on here. So let me show you how I made this one. I'm going to grab myself a piece of front size cardstock, just like this. And I'll share with you at the end that I made a mistake when I made this card, but you would never notice that I did because I covered it up perfectly. At least I think I did. No one noticed or said anything, so I'm going to position it kind of like that. So you see it just comes on the corner here. So just bear in mind, those of you talking about the Let Loose class, you can just sign up for the class. You don't have to get the kit that comes with it. You absolutely can use stuff from your stash. You can use, you know, we're going to be using tags, a gel press, and acrylic paint. So you don't need to get the kit as well. You can just sign up, and there is a monthly payment option too. So you can make 3 kind of more manageable payments if you really want to join the class with us too. And we may be able to kind of do an edited version of the class later that you can sign up to, but for now it's just the kit option that's available. So there is, it's stamped out like this, and then I'm going to use the chamois piece, the cleaner,
This?
the blue one.
No.
Thank you. Because I want to switch to
I didn't
grey.
bring my,
It's fine. Neither did I. I should have practiced it. I don't think of it. It's fine. Like crafting on a shoestring, which is perfect. All right. So I'm going to take my stamp and I'm going to put it on an acrylic block this time. And I don't have huge acrylic blocks, so I just made it work with a small acrylic block with my placement, because not many of us, I think, have those massive acrylic blocks. So I'm going to ink this up with fog. And I just kind of stamped over here. And then I'm going to ink it up with fog again. And I stamped along the top here. And then I'm going to do the same and just fill in this little bit over here. And I still stamp on my Misty mouse pad because it gives you a nice surface for stamping on.
you did the same thing.
And yeah, so you can see I made a bit of a mistake. I'm just going to leave that. And I'm going to show you how I would fix it. So let's take this off. I'm going to give this a spritz and just clean it up a little bit. Hmm? Oh, I know. And then we'll cut this piece down. So we'll cut off this side to our 3 3/4. Oh my god. Megan. Here we go. And then I'm going to cut off here to my 5 inches exactly. I think that here is right. So you can see that piece. And then I will just put my sentiment over here. So the reason that this one says Dahlia over here is literally because you can see I misstamped or I misinked my stamp. So I added my Dahlia over there. So on this one, let's pick a sentiment to use. And so I'm going to use I Got You. I'm just going to place it here and use a little bit of palm tree. Yeah, absolutely, Pam. You'll be able to watch this again anytime using this second link. We'll email out the second link tomorrow too, just to make sure everyone's got it. But yes, you'll be able to watch again using the same link. And I hope everything's okay. So I'm going to go back to the palm tree. And I'm going to use a splatter stamp. So you can use any splatter. I haven't taken my paper off yet. Let's take that off. And what you want to do is take the splatter and bend it with your fingers to kind of avoid as much as you can. So you see how I can flex this and just fill in the gaps and avoid the image if I want to. And then the nice thing is you can build that splatter up as much or as little as you want to. But it just adds a little bit of extra things on there as well. So easy. So there you go. So there is our second card. Let's move this away. I'm just going to clear down before we start our final one. And these are all really easy cards tonight. So I chose, you know, sometimes we do ones that are a bit more complicated. Sometimes we do, you know, a little combination of both. But I tried to choose ones they're a little bit quick and easy to show you don't have to spend ages to create beautiful cards. So that was my finished version of the one we just did. This is my first one, and this was using the spotlight circle. So our final one we're going to do is this one right here, which I also love this one as well, because this looks great and it's super simple, and you know I love all those things. So let's take our stamp and clear it up. So I'm going to use another piece of white, and this time we want to make sure it's clean or clean-ish. And here's a trick for you. If you're not sure if your stamp is clean or not, grab one of the pieces of acetate that you pull off of your stamps and just put it over the top of your cardstock, and then position up where you want everything to be.
That is an awesome tip. I've never done that before.
There you go. Even Amanda picked up a tip for today. And then of course you don't get like any of the dirty ink on your white cardstock, which I've done way too many times, and then had a shadow, which I think we've all done. So there you go. So use that piece of acetate and then just stick it down, put your stamp on top. The other nice thing is when your stamp's on it is you can move your stamp around until you find the perfect placement, and then pick it up with your Misty lid or whatever stamp platform you like to do. So for this one, I'm going to, I don't know what order to do it, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to ink up the blooms using some Tiptree jam, and then I'm going to ink the rest of this using Palm Tree. And I just kind of angle the pad to get it in there. Oh, nooks and crannies here. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, because you won't notice by the end of it. And then you can either choose, you can spritz it now, or I like to just stamp it out and then go for it. So I'm going to do some CPR on this. Sure, I missed a little bit on there. So great thing about stamp platform is I can fix that. So let's just make sure we go back in with this, and I'm going to redo this stem. Hope that I got it that time. Everyone's using the acetate idea now, I think. There we go. So we're pretty good now. You can see how that looks. So I'm not going to use that stamp again. All right, then I'm going to take a water brush, and anyone will do, or you can just use a regular paintbrush and some water, whatever you prefer. Both work just fine. And then I'm just going to start working on my cardstock. And that's the nice thing about working on a 110-pound cardstock, is you can add water to it and it's not going to buckle or pill or like rub your image away. I mean, if you like go to town on it maybe, but just a little bit like this. And how easy was that to add colors? And now it looks like you spent forever coloring in an image, when actually all you did was pull out the color that was there. I can zoom in on it a bit too. So you can see, like, look how cool that is. And I do the same on this one, put in a little bit of the color. And then I just clean it on the back of my hand and I start on the stem. So again, just a little bit of water. And it fuzzies at the edge and it makes it look watercolored. And I'm going to use this little bit of ink that's down here to add some extra back in. Waste not one enough. I'm basically just pulling out all the color that's already there. And then I'm starting with a line down the center, putting it out. And you see how it just kind of, oh, sorry, you couldn't see that. You see how it just kind of splatters out. So just go over it with some water like this. And then take a little bit of the ink that's, zoom out. Take a little bit of the ink that's down the bottom here, and then just add it back in, and it will naturally spider out, and it looks watercolored. Super simple. No coloring talents needed. Valencia, this is our 110 pound white cardstock. Bethany, if you're still here, can you drop a link in the side there of how to do that? And then you can just stamp a sentiment. So I use that same I've got you. I just used our black ink on there as well. But you can see on there. So that's kind of how it finishes up when you're all done. But it's a really, really great way to do it. I have tons of little tricks like this for adding color to things. I can see a ebook coming on like 5 ways to add color to your stamps easily. So, you know, there's definitely lots of ways to do things like that as well. So that's how to use those as well. So here is the 4 cards we showed you how to create with that one stamp set. And we'll be doing the same next month. Let me do this so I can see you all, and I guess you can see me too. Yay. So yeah, we'll be doing the same again next month. I'm gonna move back a bit so you're not too close. I wanna make sure I can see your comments too. So yeah, we'll be doing the same again next month with that farmhouse font and ways to use alphabet stamps. And it might just seem like, okay, it's an alphabet stamp. Like, what are you really gonna do? You'll be surprised. We're gonna make cards in the style of Ray Dunn. We're gonna make rainbow alphabets I have an idea for. I wanna show you a way to like highlight a piece of an alphabet or put an image within an alphabet. Like, there are so many ways you can use these, like so much fun. So while we're live, Bethany, can you put a link to next month's Lift Your Spirits down in the corner there? And the bundle as well to make sure they can get their stamp set. So there's a couple of things I want to do before you leave, because we still have to do prizes, so you need to stay around to make sure you get your prizes. When you use regular cardstock and when you use Perfect Blends. So I use regular cardstock when I know I want to add water, when I know I want to do lots of stamping, anything like that. If I am just ink blending a background and then maybe putting a die on the top or something like that, that's when I use the Perfect Blend, because you really will get the perfect blend. It's absolutely amazing as well. So Bethany just put a link to the Lift Your Spirits bundle, and I think the next link will be to the next Lift Your Spirits. I'm going to give you, what we at 52, so I'm going to give you about a couple of minutes before I do winners. I want you to hop on over there and make sure you sign up for your ticket for next month, because I don't want you to miss out. And it's so going to be worthwhile to be here, because it's going to be Christmas in July will have been. There's some really cool things on there as well. So be sure to go and get your bundle, your stamp set, and your ticket. So go click those and start clicking through. And I want to tell you a little bit about Let Loose. So if you don't know about Let Loose, you can stay around and hear that as well. But I want to make sure you go and get that ticket right now, because they are limited. We don't like have tons of tickets. We want to make sure that it's a fun group like this where we can all sit and chat as well. So go and do that while we're chatting. But the one thing I want to talk to you about is Let Loose. So Marcy, of course, is here. She's the most amazing mixed media artist. I cannot do mixed media. Like, don't do mixed media. I don't do inky fingers. I don't like doing paint. I don't like any of those things. But she did the most amazing thing for holidays. Last month, the month before, the last holidays. I lose track of time. And she did a tag book, and so many of us loved it. And she says everyone can do mixed media, you'll see. So because of that, we've decided to do Let Loose. It is a 7-session program, and we are gonna guide, well, I say we. I'm hosting, but Marcy is gonna guide you through how to create your own tag book. And you can get a kit as an optional extra as well, or you could use supplies at home. We'll be using a gel press, acrylic paints, some stamps, like really easy supplies you may well have at home as well, some stencils. We will provide you a supply list as well. Alex will be guiding you in week 4. Alex won't be guiding you through this. This is Mansi still. Like, I'm here to help and I'm here to learn. I'm looking forward to being the student. That's the fun thing. And I'm super excited. We'll be making a tag book. I don't have one to share with you. I wish I had one here that I could show you, but it's amazing. She was going to guide you through and she'll show us how to use the gel plate. I have no idea how to really use the gel plate. She'll be showing us how to then take it to the next step and do some embellishing, working with affirmations, working with collage papers, working with stamps, working with stencils, working with kaleidoscope powders, how to embellish them, how to like put all these amazing like embellishments and emotion and like just so many things, and you get everything you need. So the tuition is $124.99. You can divide that into 3 payments as well. Sandy, you and me both. I did a video on a gel plate a long time ago. Monty, please don't ever go and look at that video. I think I would die because it's not my thing, but I want to learn. So if you are interested in doing that with us, you can do, as I say, as a lump sum, or you can do it in 3 payments, whichever works for you. And that includes your tuition, a Facebook group, Monty and I in there. She will answer any of your questions. She's already been answering questions on what people are scared of in mixed media, or questions you have. If you want to know what a gel plate is, she just answered that question on there as well. So tons and tons of things as well. Let Loose is recorded. Same way with summer camp, same way with anything that we do. It's always recorded and you always get lifetime access to it. So if you are in camp, you get lifetime access to those. You can watch them again and again. Let Loose, exactly the same thing. And Let Loose is between every week, every other week, just to give you time depending on the process as well. So I'm laughing right now about Alex guiding us. Yeah, well, yeah, no. The benefit of the class was to last you long after you enter. It's not just about learning mixed media, it's about how you approach art. That's the thing. Marcy's going to guide you through the process, and every single one of us is going to create something different. It's not like when we go to camp and I say we're going to make this card. We probably all come out with something similar, or maybe we come out with something similar like this. You might change unbelievable to a stamp that you have, but not necessarily anything else. Maria Amanda says, can you give her a link for the Let Loose stuff, please? Absolutely. So yeah, so that's the options you have on there. The numbers for the Farmhouse Fund will be available at the end of the month. There you go, not a template. Each one of us unique, and we'll see that in your creations. I can't wait. So we'll give you the base supplies, and then you're going to add your own flair, your own personality, everything like that as well. So if you want to check that out, Amanda's putting a link down there. It's letloosemixedmedia.com. You can go over there and find out all the information. And when you go through that, it includes your tuition, your Facebook group, your trying to think what else was. All the giveaways, all the classes, everything you need is in there. And then when you sign up for your ticket, then you'll get the information. If you want to add a kit as well, you can absolutely do that. It'll give you that information of how to add on the kit, which will be shipping probably when I get home this week. I'll be home in a couple of days. So how's everybody signed up for their class? Let me know. Leave me a comment in there as well, and let me know if you're signed up for class. Of course, you do have just 12 hours, or what are we now? Monday, you have till Wednesday lunchtime for camp 2. I'm going to do a live on that, but check your emails. Of course, if you're in this, you've got an email from me, so you'll be getting an email the next couple of days just about the last minute information on camp as well. So everybody signed up. Are we ready to do some winners? Of course, sign up. Janice is signed up. Sandy, Sheila, Lisa signed up. Jen is can't wait for camp. Karen is signed up for her July Lift Your Spirits. So is Maria. Beverly is signed up. Sandy is signed up. Christina is signed up. We have so many fun things going on, but it's a busy time because we're getting Christmas. Look at all of you signed up. So many comments. I cannot wait to see you. And we'll be working with alphabets, which I think sometimes is something that gets underloved in our stash. So I hope you'll be coming to Lift Your Spirits. And Francine is signing up right now. Maria can't wait for camp to start. I can't wait either, Maria. And so many of you signed up. Ellen is signed up. Rose just signed up. Raylene signed up. She's got FOMO. Let Loose sounds so amazing. It really will be, Valencia. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So check all those things out as well. And of course, we'll send up a wrap up email tomorrow to give you this new link so you can come back and watch this class anytime you want as well. All right, Amanda, do you want to pick 2 winners from the comments?
Sure.
All right. So lots of you signing up. I can see all the little sign-ups going ping, ping, ping. I'm so excited. Of course, it won't like do the normal noise that you're all used to, but it's because I'm live on my phone. Drum roll.
Okay, I got Melody Smith.
Melody Smith is our first winner. So you want to email ecom@makerforte.com and Bethany will help you out to get your prize.
And Penny Adsit.
And Penny Adsit. Congrats, ladies. Make sure you email Bethany to claim your prize. And I can't wait to see you at Lift Your Spirits next month. If you're joining us for camp on Wednesday, I will see you there. We have 4 amazing techniques with background stamps. Oh my God, you're going to absolutely, I love them. Because again, background stamps I feel is something that gets underloved in our stash. So every week we're working, or every session I should say, which is every other week, we're working with something a little bit different. So I'm super excited. Don't forget to join us. And when will Splatter 4 be out? It's out. It is in the store. Splatter 4 launched a month ago, 2 months ago. It wasn't our last release, it was the release before that. So yeah, congrats Melody and Penny. Be sure to get in touch with Bethany. Sign up for next month's Lift Your Spirits and make sure you get your Farmhouse font alphabet because we're gonna be making some awesome, awesome, awesome cards with it. And I can't wait to see you there. And I hope to see you, of course, at Camp and Let Loose. We've got lots of fun things coming your way this summer. Lots of fun ebooks on the way in that. So make sure you are signed up to our emails as well. And I will see you in just a couple of days. Have fun. Bye.